Greetings, mortals, and welcome back.
What am I doing? I'm starting a new game? This isn't what I want. I need to load. Sorry. So, when last we left off, our wife had just died of stress, which was no good. And, let's see here, what else had happened? We had conquered 4 territories total, and we're getting ready to expand outward. So you can see that Nidaros is us here. Now we need to get a duchy under our belt. Now, unfortunately, I did take some looking, and I realized that the de jure Kingdom of Norway includes Iceland and a couple of provinces, 3 provinces over here. So of the 20 provinces of Norway, 5 of them are not on the mainland. This is a problem for me if I'm going to be forming the Kingdom of Norway, because it's not going to be easy. So, excuse me, you can just sneeze it up a bit. So, first things first, we just had our wife die, and we need to remarry. So we can remarry this woman, and she is apparently working for me, so that's useful. And we can pause this, see how this is going to go. This should drop our domain limit back up to 5. There we go. Now, I can probably get an alliance with her, right? I cannot form an alliance with her because she is my vassal. That's fine. Okay, so how do we want to handle this? So she is trying to become a paragon of virtue. Good luck married to this asshole. And what else do we want to do? There's a peasant revolt that just formed here. We have 500 troops, which means that we can start conquering our way south. Now, we have a little bit of trouble here, in that myself am currently in a kind of a weird room, basically hiding in a closet. So, let's see here. You have 700 max troops. He is right adjacent to Jalen. So I kind of want to deal with him first, so that I don't have as high a likelihood of getting cut off by them. At some point I am going to have to go to war with Shaland. I don't think there's any way that I'm going to be able to comfortably expand without expanding straight into them. So we can take, if we look at the de jure duchies, we've got 1 province here in Finnmark that we could actually get rid of. We don't need that province. We could get rid of that province if we wanted. We can take 1 of these 2. We can take, I guess we could take 2 provinces from here. We can take 2 from here. So we could take these 2? No, but this would require going through these guys. If we take all of this, that will obviously require going through Jalen here, but okay, so that's interesting. What's that? We have 690. We're sitting on 724 here. We want to go after them first, so we're going to ignore their neighbor. Oh, actually, these are 2 different duchies. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter. We still want to go after this one first, because as soon as we finish this duchy, we're going to have to work with it. So, and we also don't really want to go raiding, because if we go raiding, it's going to influence the balance of power, and people are going to start consolidating over here. We don't want consolidation. We want ourselves to be the only consolidators. Interestingly enough, these guys are getting subjugated by these guys. At least that's the intention of these guys. We currently have 3,000 troops. And we have enough troops. So what we do is we raise up our levies, and we are going to send them all to Heidemark. Once we get them all in Heidemark, we just consolidate them, and we'll raid Heidemark first. Yeah, Mountain is definitely going to raid them first, and take those provinces by force. On the looter, just send these guys in immediately. Target the looter on these, and send them over here as well. So I can't actually loot this place properly when I first come out here, but let's see, you are not allied with anyone, are you? Nope. So you important because they're currently in a bad way. I wonder okay, so these units are not allowed to raid. I need to get someone to fight for them within a year. Oh good, so my wife is pregnant. And we can siege this place down. And then we can pull these guys back. I guess I should probably get in the chat, shouldn't I? Sorry, I can do it. Okay, I lost my steward. Let's pause this. Okay, and we are in the chat now. Sorry, I'm being a dope. Okay, so we could have this person be our steward if we want. They are not going to be good at it. This guy is okay at it. Why does he hate me so much? Oh, of course he does. Who wouldn't? And let's see, I guess we'll put this guy in charge because we want the best steward possible. We've already got a pretty good marshal here. And we gained the trait Viking, which is very good. So we get plus 15 same faith opinion. And we can pop this army back. And this... oh, I guess we should probably move these guys here. So we can go ahead and ransom her. Nice. So, that's useful. So we looted the tribe. We also got the other stuff done. And once we get this army back, we'll be in good shape. Okay. So pause the game. Turn those guys to where they belong, and we are going to subjugate you. And we have no troops here for them, so this little army should be sufficient to just get the job done. No problem. Alright. I'm going to need to figure out a better solution than sitting here on the ground in this room. Okay, so We're taking this province. No. Unfortunately, Sweden is probably going to get taken by this Danish guy. And there it goes. I now have a nut. Which is good. We can go ahead and get him quick. Definitely. Okay. So, Zealand is huge now. Here's a question. I have a lot of prestige. How much do I have to work to get Lapland? Like, how hard would it be for me to take the Kingdom of Lapland? This is a tiny kingdom. So I could do that if I want. It seems counter to the spirit of the run to do that, though, so I don't think I'm not going to. It's necessary. So this guy... It's done. And now I need to figure out how to handle these Zealand folks. Because I figured that the best way to handle them is, honestly, he's intrigue focused. There's no way that I'm going to be assassinating this guy. He's 43. So it's basically like a 50-50 split of whether he dies or I die first. And I'm wondering how I want to handle this. So, in order to increase my territory now, I need to either go over my limit. What are your vassals? It wouldn't really take much to put his vassals over the edge here. So, I could swear fealty to him if I wanted, but I don't think that's a good plan. I'd like to get a couple of stewardship events to fire. Okay, I need money. So who am I going to raid for money? There's a few people I could raid. I could raid Finnmark, but Finnmark is going to... I can loot 12 from this place over here. I think that's a good choice. We're going to go ahead and do that. Actually, do I have enough troops to do that? Technically, yes. So, I'll just pop all my troops down here. And how are you? I'm wondering if these guys are going to keep expanding, or if they're going to implode. They have enough money. Yeah, he's got 2 duchies, so all he has to do is make the kingdom. And that stabilizes his kingdom, I think. Or does it? Does he contain... He might actually have 2 kingdoms on him right now. If he does, then he'll automatically split. So... So he needs 10 counties in the Sweden area. He's pretty close. So if he took 1 more province in Sweden, he actually would be over his limit. And, okay, so we now need to replace our marshal. And let's see here. We want to actually give a minor title of commander to... Wow, we have 2 people who are actually very good. Do I want to take this province or not? Taking this duchy won't put me over my limit. In fact, I could take this duchy and this duchy and still be fine. So that might be what I want to do. The key is... I can now create the duchy. So this will cost me 157 gold. We'll go ahead and create this. Yeah, okay, there we go. So, I'm just going to loot this for now. Did that increase my domain limit? No. But... I need 1 legalism. They unfortunately have 50 of each of these and nothing in culture. Okay, so I need to have a higher tribal organization in order to increase my centralization. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and increase tribal organization. Apparently just keep doing it. Shouldn't I? That's it. So this is interesting. As I increase this, it's automatically going to council. So okay, so we will see if we can marry her off to somebody. This would be with good traits. Maybe a baby with good traits. A 35-year-old man with good traits is probably not what I'm looking for. Okay, I'm just gonna sit with her. I'm not gonna immediately betroth her. Oh, right. So we'll set the crown focus. So where's the de jure capital of this station? Oh shit, not paused? Sitting around unpaused that whole time? Jesus Christ. How much time did I just waste? Okay, so I only have 1,400 troops. Okay, I think actually if I do subjugation, I don't even take the province directly. I have the ability to have vassals now, so I should probably use that to vassalize everybody in this region. So I'll start accumulating prestige this way. I'll get some piety as well. Prestige is more important. Okay, so we got the honest trait. We have 1 intrigue. It's a great way to get ourselves killed. Okay, so he's now considered a powerful vassal. He has decent intrigue. He's at least as good as her, so... Wait, what happened? Where's my domain? Meters. It's pretty good. It's probably this thing. So now I need to figure out what happened to my... Okay, so she got consumption, which dropped her stewardship by 1. Which is enough of a penalty to cause the problem for me. Okay, so I want to just declare war on you. I think so. Okay, I can take a piece out of Jamtaland. Okay. So Jet this guy. So now reach the point. Sure, I'll put them on the front lines. Why not? Seriously? Okay, so we need to get married again. She's chaste, which is actually promising. Take a look at my options. So she is lazy and stubborn. So she's Slavic. She has a cough, so we're not doing her, which means that I think we're just gonna go with this girl. So we're gonna marry her. Okay, so I'm back at an appropriate value for my domain limit. Okay, so I can go after this guy if I want. Toto wants to... Okay, he's behaved dishonorably towards me, so I don't have to worry about him too much. Let's see here. So I have 4 more years before I can start puttering with my stuff again. If I subjugate him, I need to get the Kingdom of Norway under my belt this generation. Meanwhile, if I were to go after this guy, I'd get, I guess I would take his... Yeah, that's this duchy here, so I would actually take control of another duchy. And it would be part Norway and part Sweden. So this guy... currently at war, trying to take this place. And this is not... I don't think this is going to cause a problem. We're going to go ahead and raise up our levies. Send them down here. So we're going to raid this place, and once we've raided it, we'll be able to do some good work. So we'll be able to raid it, and then we can just walk in with a few troops. Call it a day. So let's see here. Okay. I actually need to go do something. I'll be right back. Let's confirm that. Sorry. I need to change the temperature on the oven. So, I don't know how likely it is that I'm going to get the Kingdom of Norway on this character. Okay, we have enough here. So we can raid this province over here. We could also start raiding Shealand. Looks like they formed Denmark. So we have economic advances we can do. Let's figure out which one we want to get first. I think I actually want to just hang on to my points for now. I'm going to be slowly pushing toward that first point anyway. And it looks like the King of Denmark is revoking a title. So, we won this. We raided this for a pretty good amount of money. So Denmark has almost 3,000 just personal levies. The vassal levies don't actually show up on that list. Okay, so they've got 200 troops here. I can actually just... I don't think I need all these. This army. So what I'm curious about here is how many troops are going to show up on this person's doorstep. I'm also curious how stable this Denmark is, because this Denmark is very, very much in my way. I do think that honestly I should just start pumping up this place. Levies. I'm not going to want to fight Denmark the way that they are right now. That's just not viable. But it is viable if they have some massive internal problems. It is possible for me to jump on that opportunity. So we've subjugated them. They now want to be on our council. It's fine. This guy's pretty terrible. This guy could actually be my new marshal. So, what do I want to increase? So I can increase my domain limit by 2 by doing that. Well, that's not good. So I've got Stressed now, the #1 killer in this game. So if I try to take Jam to land, I'm in trouble. One thing that I could do is I could swear fealty to Denmark. If I swore fealty to Denmark, I could actually start eating away at the power base down here. This guy has 4 sons. Then again, Denmark is definitely going to split. Denmark is going to form the Kingdom of Sweden. Guaranteed. So... Alright. Do that. So, unfortunately, I wasn't aware of the changes to the way that this all works. So... it looks like I'm going to need to start I'm wondering if okay, so that's all fine. So we built a war camp. So we're going to go ahead and spend another 400 here. This guy's going to try to vassalize this one. So if I subjugate him, does the war transfer over to me? Is that putting me against him? Because that really would be very unpleasant. I'm not sure how I want to handle this. Okay, so founding a new kingdom is not cheap. I could actually just found a new kingdom. I don't think that's a good idea though, because it'll automatically form kingdoms to feed, so I'll be in a much worse position than if I do that. So one thing that I could do, if I wanted, is I could feed myself into Denmark. Which seems like a somewhat reasonable decision to make. So long as I can then declare war on my neighbors. Which I don't know if I can. So I could do this. If I did that, I would get access to a second duchy, which I do not want. I can try to subjugate up here, because they are within my kingdom. Christian or something? Okay, so she's Catholic, which means that I cannot declare that kind of a war there. So it looks like if I want to keep my subjugation chain going, if I want to form this kingdom now, the only way it's going to happen is after I get votes. What economic stuff done? Okay, so there's a peasant revolt happening there. Oh shit. Did not realize that they were... I didn't realize that this was my province. Thought that was held by a vassal for some reason. This is the one that's held by the vassal. Seriously? Okay. So it looks like these guys attached to me. Oh god. Let's someone slightly more useful in charge of the center flank, huh? Okay, so we won that. Okay. Okay, we'll debase that. Yahoo. So we debased our currency a little bit, and that's fine. That is all fine. So, what do we need to do now? And then I get +1 stewardship. Ah. Okay. Aspiring trader. Alright, so we just got a lot of money. Do I need to do anything with it right now, or is it something that I can do first? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and send these guys down here. Do I want to start? It's going to cost 1,100 to get the war camp finished. Is that what I want, or would I prefer to spend a little bit less than that? Okay. So, those peasant revolts are over. Do I have prisoners in the city? This guy in. Release him. Can't be ransomed, so no reason to keep him around. Okay, so we've dealt with the peasant revolt. We have over 500 prestige. How do we want to start spending stuff? I feel like it's a good time to start building market villages in our primary 3 holdings. Go ahead and do this. And I'm not planning on picking up, like, spending the tech points. So, I guess what we're gonna have to do, close the door. Okay, so what I'm gonna try to do, I think we've got, right now we've got a stable inheritance. Okay, right now we don't have any inheritance because we did. Okay. Okay, well, to the dungeons, which is useful. Unfortunately, I did not get to spend that last bit of stuff. Regent, I probably should have established who I wanted my regent to be. Okay, so that helps us a bit, but also makes things much, much scarier. So, what we're going to do, we've got no air, we just had a death, people just arrived at home. I think now is the time to end this stream. So, next time we will try to survive. We're currently 7 years old, and we're going to try our damnedest to get ourselves through this. So thank you everyone for watching. It has been a pleasure streaming for you today, and I hope to see you all again next time.